My name is Christine Love. I work for the Alert Center at Texas State University. It's the Advanced Law Enforcement Rapid Response Training Center. We train cops, fire, and EMS all over the United States. And before I did that, I was in law enforcement for 10 years here in San Marcos. I worked at Texas State University PD and then the San Marcos Marshal's Office. What does geography mean to me? I think when I started at the geography department, I was a little bit of a late bloomer. You know, I didn't do undergrad geography, so I came in already as a graduate student. And for me, I thought, you know, it was maps and, you know, the capitals and the states and things like that. And as I got into it, I realized that you can use geography for anything. You know, I mean, I do crime studies. I've gotten with the local people at the PD and you know, we've put together statistics on different types of crime here, but then other people do hydrology and the other people look at migration and population. I mean, you can do anything with geography. I think that's what really got me into it. And well, at Alert, like I said, we do geography assists me by we do classes all over the United States. So we look at places where maybe they're not getting as much training as other places. You know, you see Austin, Texas has a huge budget for training, but you go to a tiny town in Pecos County, Texas, and they might not be able to get any training. So finding out where our training needs to go so that we can train more people with the resources that we have is a big factor. When I was patrolling, geography assisted me really just every day. Every call you go to, it's a new location. When I worked for the Marshal's Office, you know, we do a lot on the rivers with people, and when people are lost, they don't know where they are. You know, you have to use landmarks, and sometimes you have to ping their phones and try and track them down and figure out where they are. So we're always using location services to deal with calls. I think for some agencies, the agencies I worked at were a small enough community that I think most of the police officers know where the issues are. But when you get to bigger agencies, you know, Austin, Dallas, you know, you go out to California or New York, NYPD, I think they're all using statistics to figure out, you know, where their hot spots are that they need, and that helps them because they may have, you know, 15, 20,000 officers out there, and they can't do what we can do here in smaller communities. Yeah, you always have to use spatial awareness and geographic knowledge. You know, there's a lot of places here in San Marcos, particularly, you know, they're one-way streets and there are different detours, and we all know on campus there's a lot of different ways you think you can get somewhere, and there's a lot of dead ends that you can't get there. So you definitely need to know your different options and need to know how to maneuver traffic. You have to maneuver construction. You got to keep up with it every day. What geography courses I took, I really feel like all of them helped. I mean, knowing the nature and philosophy of geography, you know, that was really the first class that I took, and just knowing the background of where people had come from. And one of the papers that I wrote was the history of crime statistics. So I got to learn really how far we had come in our knowledge on how to study crime. Population geography was another good one. You know, that was just the study of people and what they do. And when you're a police officer, that's what you're dealing with is people. So, that was a really great class. All the statistics classes, GIS, you know, that really gave me the technical side of what I wanted to get into. So.